This is a news broadcast from
www.mortgage-foreclosure.org.
bringing news that matters to you.
News title:
Mark Zandi's forecast of housing prices in 2010.
December 9th, 2009.
Towards the end of 2009, we were starting to see a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel as home sales increased, registering its highest levels in more than 2 years. Many thought that we have reached the bottom in home prices, with increased interest from home buyers stirring up bidding wars from Florida to Nevada, Silicon Valley and New York.
Not to ruin the party, but Mark Zandi, the chief economist of economy.com, thinks not. He predicts that home prices may fall another 5% to 10% in 2010, with some extreme cases of 30% in places like Miami. There's a very slim chance that home prices may recover in 2011, and it is still too premature to tell.
Zandi worries that the millions of troubled loans that eventually don't get modified will pile up and convert into more foreclosures. RealtyTrack estimates that 2 million housing units in the United States are in foreclosure or bank-owned. There is a clear danger that many more are likely to pile onto the inventory.
Zandi is estimating 2.4 million new foreclosures in 2010. He is anticipating that banks will become more aggressive in listing more of their properties in the first half of the year. The bank sections of dumping more properties in the market will cause prices to tumble even more.
Currently, the property market is not able to stand on its own, as it is artificially propped up by the extended first-time home buyer tax credit, coupled with the government's expensive purchases of mortgage-backed securities, MBS. The United States government has been purchasing mortgage-backed securities or the bundling of home loans as of late 2008. The government purchases of these securities have helped to keep mortgage rates low and attractive. Mortgage-backed securities were once popularly sold through Wall Street to worldwide investors, betting that the United States housing will continue to prosper. These investors purchased MBS in hopes of earning a favorable return. This, of course, is the contrary, as we are witnessing today, with the demise of the United States housing causing the market demand for mortgage-backed securities to shrink with no buyers or investors. As a result, the United States government stepped in to sustain the purchases of mortgage-backed securities so as to preserve low mortgage rates in an effort to prevent further hurt to the United States home prices. By March of 2010, the United States government would have completed its purchase of a whopping $1.25 trillion worth of mortgage-backed securities.
There's speculation that the government may end its purchases of mortgage-backed securities by March 2010. This may result in mortgage rates to spike by a full point. This may turn away many homebuyers as it raises the cost of buying a home. All these factors were incorporated into economy.com housing price forecast for 2010, with the consideration of local figures for income, population, interest rates and foreclosures. The result covers 100 metropolitan areas. Zandi's 2009 projection of a 14.5% decline were quite accurate, and not too far off from the actual 13.2%.
According to Zandi, the hardest hit areas, as he terms the usual suspects such as Nevada, Florida, Arizona and California, will experience more foreclosures. He indicated Miami was the worst market, with a 2009 median home price of $183,530 is forecasted to fall another 33% in 2010. Zandi points out to the less controversial areas such as the Pacific Northwest, New York and Virginia, where prices remain inflated relative to rents.
The brighter spots are found in the pockets of the Midwest, where the agricultural and energy economies are stronger in places like Dakota, Kansas and Nebraska. Pittsburgh, which never experienced a housing bubble, is the only housing market that is expected to rise by 0.41% in 2010.
This concludes our news broadcast. This is a news broadcast from
www.mortgage-foreclosure.org.
bringing news that matters to you.